Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at a very interesting leak that Apple's kind of thrown out there for the iPhone 17s. Now, as far as we know, the iPhone 16s are basically going to be bringing the same type of screen layout and everything that we've seen before on the other particular iPhones. So I think the screen sizes are going to be roughly the same. Maybe there's going to be some weird change Apple's going to throw in here, but so far what the leaks have been showing, basically the similar things all across the board. However, the big thing that we've kind of seen is that within the iPhone 17s, there actually looks to be a pretty interesting change that Apple's kind of thrown in here. And for me personally, I'm actually very, very happy with the way Apple might end up going through and improving this particular iPhone. So with the iPhone 17s, it's looking like with the iPhone 17 Plus, there isn't necessarily going to be an iPhone 17 Plus in the way that you were thinking. So there's not going to be a device out there that Apple's going to make that's going to be that bigger device that's going to be like the same thing or a successor as the other iPhone. As far as we can tell, that's not really going to be the case. But the 17 Slim is going to have a slim model. So the iPhone 17, there's going to be, I guess, I don't know what they're going to call it, but I don't think instead of calling it the Plus, they're going to call it the Slim model. And what this is going to be is it's going to be an iPhone with a 6.6-inch display. Now, that's not the only craziest thing that's happening here. As far as we know, the base model Pro iPhone, so the iPhone 17 Pro, is also going to go from a 6.1-inch display to a 6.3-inch display. So this in and of itself is another very, very big change here. I think personally for me, like if I'm going through and using a device, I think it is very interesting that Apple's going to go through and basically change these, like the things that they were doing before for this particular device from the other ones. So I think a hardware change like this, I think is going to be very big. And this in and of itself is another very nice thing going on for this particular device too, that you're able to go through, buy a device of this caliber and basically get those bigger, bigger displays. And I don't think the iPhone Pro is going to be that much bigger than the standard iPhone. Like I think the iPhone Pro is going to be roughly around the same as the, base model iPhone with less bezel. So they're slimming down the bezels across the board. And with the iPhone 17 Slim, this iPhone is not going to be the iPhone, 17 Plus. This is going to have a thinner amount of bezel all across the display and all across everything as far as we can tell. And there's going to be a lot of other capability. There's going to be power behind this particular device too, which is another really cool thing. You have a lot of other things across the board, which is another awesome thing going on for this particular device too. And I do think this is another really nice thing that if I'm going through and using a particular device, this is a very cool thing going on here. So this in and of itself is another awesome thing, but it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening here. I think this is a very good device when it eventually comes out. I'm very much looking forward to it, but it's interesting they're going to be changing kind of the name layout here as far as we can tell. So from that perspective, that kind of covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.